So, I've been hunting for an easy way to build custom WooCommerce checkout pages and sales funnels, and I finally found one that actually works. It's intuitive, even for beginners, and honestly, I'm impressed. Also, as a bonus, you can create custom WooCommerce thank you pages with the help of it. Now, let me show you how it works. The plugin I'm gonna use in this video is called FunnelKit, this one here. As you see, the free version has more than 40,000 active installations and almost 1,000 5-star reviews. It's an awesome plugin. They also have a pro version, and in this video I'm going to use the pro version so you'll see all the features it has. Now, to keep it short, after the installation you'll see a FunnelKit menu on the left. Let's take a brief look at the settings. You'll see that you can choose your default builder, whether it's Block Editor, Elementor, Divi, Oxygen, Bricks, or any other. You can set the funnel homepage, some permalink settings, and also if you want to use Google address autocomplete on the WooCommerce checkout page, then add your Google Maps API key here. Next, you can enable first-party conversion tracking, pixel tracking, options for Facebook, Google Ads, Pinterest, TikTok, and Snapchat. You can add your own custom CSS and external scripts. For the opt-in forms, you can add from name, from address, and reply to address, some spam protection options, custom CSS, and external scripts again. So basically, you'll see some custom CSS options, and under the one-click upsells, you can enable payment gateways. Under the order statuses, you can customize order status label and set what is the order status of failed order when upsell is accepted. You can do it here. Confirmation emails settings are here. Thank you page settings, some advanced options where you can enable your theme CSS and JavaScript for these steps here. Some notification options where you can enable email performance summaries and some tools. So these were the settings. Now, if you wonder what are the benefits of the pro versions, then let's take a closer look. As you see, those are the current plans. You'll see what is included in different plans. For example, basic plan has these options, but plus plan gives you one-click upsells, order bumps, and it also includes Slide Cart Pro. I'm gonna show you later what is the Slide Cart. With a professional plan, you'll get automations and all other stuff, for example, content profiles, broadcast analytics, integrations, and so on and so forth. So these are the current prices. Now I'm gonna close it down and let's go to the store checkout, and you'll see there are a bunch of templates you can choose from. If you want to preview one of those, then just click on the preview button. This is a checkout page. Next one is one-click upsell page. And there is a custom WooCommerce thank you page. If you want to import it, then there's a button. You can close it down. So let's see, what would we choose? Well, this looks nice. So let's import this funnel, give it a title. For example, default checkout. You'll see steps added checkout, one-click upsell offer, and thank you page. So done. And now it's going to import it, and it's here. Now you have two ways to see the steps, whether in the list mode or in the canvas mode. This is the canvas mode here. I like the list mode more, so I'm gonna select this one. Next, I'm gonna enable the store checkout, and just to test it, I'm gonna open up my site. Let's add something to the cart. And there you go. Previously, I mentioned the slide cart, and this is the slide cart. Before I proceed, let's take a look at the slide cart settings. So under the FunnelKit, you'll see there is a menu called Cart. When I open it up, you'll see these are the slide cart settings here. First, icon visibility, whether to display it on entire website or WooCommerce pages. Icon position, cart heading, this one here. On top, you can enable or disable it. You can hide cart icon, enable coupon box, display it expanded or minimized, cart summary options, display savings, for example, this one here, checkout section, and empty cart options. You can also enable continue shopping button here, I'm gonna disable it. Next one is upsells. This part here. As you see, a couple of different styles to use, but I like the style 3. So I'm gonna leave it as this. Next, product recommendation type, heading, and you can add your own specific upsell products here. Just activate it and select products. If you don't do that, then upsell products from the products added to the cart that are displayed here. Next one, rewards, free shipping, and some options, progress bar styles. Then there is a special add-on, and this is a shipping protection. If you activate it, then choose the shipping protection product. Currently I added some random product, but this is a shipping protection here. Whether to pre-select it or not, you can add custom image and image size. Some styling options. Last one is cart menu. If you enable it, then select the menu, for example, main menu, select your icon, product count, cart total, save it, and now when I refresh the page, you'll see this is the cart here. At the moment I don't need it, so let's disable it. This was the slide cart. Now let's go back to the store checkout, and first let's take a look at the checkout page itself. First, you will see an option to edit template. Next, checkout form fields. Just to see what is happening here, let's go to the checkout page. This is what I currently have, and you'll see contact information, shipping address, shipping method, payment. These are here. Contact information, shipping address, shipping method, payment gateways. Now, if we want to add some additional fields, then this is the awesome way to do it. For example, I'm gonna add a shipping phone. Where do I add it? Okay, there is already a phone here, but you'll get the gist. If you want to add some order notes, you can do it here, order summary, total, date of birth, coupon code, and so on. And what's especially good, you can add new fields. Just click on this button here, select the field type, add the label, ID, placeholder, and so on. Select whether to display on thank you pages, order emails, and whether it's required. At the moment, I'm not gonna do that. Next, you can add a multi-step checkout page. Just click on the add new step button here, and you'll see by default the payment gateways is always the last one. Let's save it and let's refresh it. You'll see if I scroll down, there's this next step, and now there's a payment here. You can also add new sections. For example, demo info, let's add it. And now I can drag some fields here. Just as an example, let's save it, let's refresh it, next step, and you'll see there's an order total once again here. At the moment I don't need it, so I'm gonna remove this part, save it. So, what else do we have here? We have products, that is we can add products to the checkout page. Let's select something, this product for example, and this one here, let's add it. Next, allow only one product selection at checkout, multiple product selection, or all these are sold together. I'm gonna allow multiple selection. I can add a discount, for example 20% when selected on the checkout page. Now as you see, there is an alert displayed. You have added multiple products on checkouts, go to form fields and add a products field. Where to add it? Well, let's add it to the step 2, add new section, give it the title, add it, and now I'm gonna drag this product block here. Let's save it. Now at the moment I don't want to add any products, so I'm gonna remove those, and I'm gonna show you what else happens here. Under the optimizations, you'll see you can enable express checkout buttons, smart login features, enable inline field validation, collapsible optional fields, enhance phone field, address field validation, Google address autocomplete. I'm gonna activate it. I don't disallow any countries, so let's save it. Next, you can activate auto apply coupons. That is, if you want to surprise your buyers with special auto applied coupon, then select yes, add the coupon code here, and done. Also, you can disable the coupon field. multi-step field preview, you'll see it here, preferred countries, time checkout expiry, pre-fill form for abandoned users, autofill state, zip code and country, and you can generate URL to populate the checkout. Just add your product IDs here, quantities, coupon code if needed, select email provider, save and done. Under the settings, you'll see some tracking analytics, custom scripts, and custom CSS options. Okay, so let's go back to the checkout page. And now let's edit the template. As you see, this is the same template we have on the checkout page itself. Now, it uses a block editor. Just select the block. You'll see it's an inner container. Now when I click on the next one, and you'll see all the blocks also using this icon, document overview. Now on the right, you can customize basically everything. Steps, let's enable steps. And now first step heading, second one, let's change heading from to payment and the subheading. Collapsible order summary, I don't have it on my site, but when I enable it, you'll see it displays here. I don't need it, therefore I'm gonna leave it disabled. Contact information, email field full, and you can select whether it's 1/2, 1/3 or 2/3. I'm gonna leave it as full width. In a similar way, you can change the shipping section fields and billing address fields. Similar options under the shipping method. And once again, there is a field editor. When you click it, you can add the custom fields. Add something to your cart. I don't have it currently, but I have coupons, so I can change the coupon button text and order summary information. Next, I'm gonna select mini cart. I can add a title, select what happens here. I can allow deletion on the checkout page. I can display regular and discounted prices. I can display low stock information. For example, let's add only this quantity left in stock. And if the product has discounted price, then I'm gonna display you saved this amount on this order. Next, I have coupon option, whether to enable or disable it, and where to be it opened or collapsible. Now, as with any block editor, I can add my own custom information here. For example, let's add a random text here. And now when I save and refresh my checkout page, you'll see this is the custom text. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. Let's save it and done. As you see, you can customize everything here, even the container background if needed. For example, just for the sake of the demo, let's save it. Let's refresh it. Well, looks awful. Therefore, I'm gonna clear it and save. Now back to the checkout page. Couple of other steps here we need to do. That is order bump is the next one. I'm gonna add a product. For example, this one here as an order bump. Let's add it. And now you'll see you can add the title, add exclusive offer text, button text, added button, product image with a width and height. Next, the style options, where to display it inside mini cart or in some other place, whether to pre-select it or hide order bump after selection, layout information and styling, call to action text, buttons, and all the styling options here. These are the products, and you can also create a separate rules whether to display this order bump here or there. These are the conditions you can use here. To keep it short, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Let's refresh the checkout page, and you'll see this is the order bump I added here. Awesome. Okay, this is done. Next, this was the checkout page. Now let's customize upsells page. You can add rules if needed. I'm not gonna add any rules, but these are the conditions you can use to display this upsells page. Some settings for you. I'm not gonna change anything, but I'm gonna take a look at the offer page. I'm gonna edit the template. This is the template as before. You can use your page builder to customize it. To keep it short, I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to go to the product section and I'm going to add a order bump product and I'm going to add a upsell product here. So let's save it. Let's take a look at the settings. These are the settings here. Now what have we done so far? Checkout page is created, upsell page with offer is created. Last one is the thank you page in a similar way as before. You can customize your thank you page. Now everything is set up. Although there is a small tweak I need to add. As you see, this contact information heading is too close to the steps. Therefore, I'm going to go to the checkout page. I'm going to select this block. Now I'm going to open up style, steps, border radius and margin, and I'm going to add 30 pixel. Next I'm going to save. Let's refresh the checkout page. Well, much better. Okay, let's go to the next step. Let's add a order bump product. Now let's place the order. And what do you know? Here's the upsell product I added earlier. Yes, let's add it to this order. Now the order has been confirmed. This is the thank you page. Now when I go to the WooCommerce and orders, this is the order I just made with all the information. Awesome. There you go. Custom WooCommerce checkout, order bumps, upsells, and a thank you page, all built in less than 10 minutes. And all this without any mess or headaches. Now let me know in the comments what you think of FunnelKit. And let me know which features are the ones you like the most.
Wait! If you find this tutorial helpful, then press thumbs up, this one here. And take a look at this side of the screen. It contains 2 good videos. I think you may find them useful. Meanwhile, take care. Bye.